Ignore me.
Never be afraid. I'll be there to hold you. So if you're gonna run, then run with me. If you got a drum, I've got your beat. We'll make our own path through whatever comes. I'll be your rock when the going's tough, because there's no love like our love. There's so much still to explore. 100 years, then 100 more. If we're rich or poor, I'll be there to hold you. So if you're gonna run, then run with me. If you got a drum, I've got your beat. We make our own path through whatever comes. I'll be your rock when the going's tough, because there's no love like our love. Oh, and I know that we'll find days harder than these. Oh, but I swear I'll keep you safe, right here with me. So if you're gonna run, then run with me. If you got a drum, I've got your beat. We'll make our own.
My dearest favorite oldest son, Nathan, a note to share loving thoughts and wishes on your birthday and wedding day. Watching you fly the nest is bittersweet. I hope that someday you will also get to experience this moment of joy and tears, to imagine and hope at the time of birth through childhood, what will this child become? I have always wanted you to be healthy, happy, and self-sufficient, no matter what path you choose. I hope that message was felt, and I feel you have used something. I have used all of those wishes. Now it's time to share the next journey with Kayla. She truly loves you for who you are. In this I can't read the cursive. This very important and brings me joy. I swear that's what it says. I love the laughter and fun she has brought to you and your family. Marriage isn't always easy. May you cherish the highs and quickly forgive and forget the lows. Despite flying the nest, we will always be here for you to lend a hand through the joys, celebrations, challenges. Looking forward to the wedding day. Great job planning. Love, Mom.
Makeup. Oh God, it took me 10 minutes to get these in.
You don't have to write them.
No, I'm totally kidding.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
No, Megan. You look good. You ready?
It is no accident that each of you are here today because you represent someone important in Nate and Kayla's lives. From Colorado to Rhode Island and so many places in between, we are grateful you are here to share in the moment of their marriage. Before we begin today's celebration, I'd like to hand the mic over to Nate's grandfather, Fred, for an opening prayer.
I'm going to use the grandfather privilege to share a few memories and then also say the prayer for God's blessing over this wonderful event. Seeing him grow from very little on as a little kid, but you know, he never was a little kid. He didn't want to be a little kid. You got to start with that. He always wanted to be a little older and with more important things and more important people. And so, you know, that was his nature from the beginning. I remember a number of times when we'd have family get-togethers and all the kids would gather in one room and they're talking and playing and so forth, and I'd walk in, "Where's Nate?" "Oh, he's with the grown-ups." And so he was always ahead of his chronological age, taking on new things and being ahead, and evolved to a natural leader among his peers or friends and such, and that has stayed with him through life in various forms. I have another memory that gets more to the humorous side of it, which is that when he was in Little League, or I guess Pony League baseball, he was the catcher, and in his own style, when at the end of a play, he bounced out, with the mitt and the hat backwards and on, and he two out. He says, "Plays at first. You out in right field. This guy's a pull hitter. You move over." So he directed traffic. Then, when we got around to the batting side of it, it didn't work quite as well. I remember one time he hit a very nice hit that looked like a solid double, and it was needed. And he started running down the bases and got around first, and it wasn't looking like a double anymore. And he's pumping and pumping and pumping. I said, "Shift it out of neutral." So I think we all discovered he's not a Maury Wills in the making. But the reason I bring it up is he's always making, learning from every experience and make good things out of it. I mean, he knew he was good at snowboarding, at fishing, at sailing, but he also liked football. So he and his friends, as he got into high school, created this Superfan club, the cheering section, okay? And so they would, for the home, or I guess with maybe travel games too, but they would get all dressed up, faces painted, black one time, Hawaiian outfits another time, and it was wonderful cheering section for the team and to the parents, and the kids enjoyed it. And so, he found a way to participate in a very fun way on something that he loves, and he still loves football. And maybe the Browns will get there sometime. But as he went forward, he was very creative, thinking outside of the box, thinking big, but also the person that can make it happen. He have an idea, and he'd just go make sure that it happened. And he's still that way. He's really somebody that can lead a group and know that they're going to be going forward doing something important. So at that point, he went off to college. And where's Uncle Mark? I think Uncle Mark may have had a little influence over his choice of occupations. But as I talked with Mark last night, he said that's part of the Harris family legacy, that there were other dentists in your family as well. But it certainly has been a wonderful choice, and I think it's a great decision. The other thing is that it was the great benefit of that's where he met Kayla, and they had a chance to be together, to work together side by side, to really get to know each other and let the love grow and blossom, and that's been wonderful. Nate's life was changed forever when he met her, with the laughter, the joy, the sharing of experiences together. It's really been a great blessing. Now, Kayla is a very lovely, wonderfully talented lady. she can walk into a room and light up the room. There's just that kind of personality with her smile and her laugh, and she is a person who brings a lot of energy and good feelings to any group anytime she comes to a gathering. The two of them have come together in a wonderful way, and so we are here today to be celebrating that coming together and making that all come to the final conclusion. Well, conclusion for now as a start. Yes, as a start. And but I did want to acknowledge that we've been very blessed as family and friends to be able to join with them today. And I think you've joined me in saying we all want to thank them for everything that they've done for us and for all the love they've shown to us, and for the joy and sort of enriching energy and experience that they bring to our situation. I would also like to comment that there is a serious side to this. This is a very serious commitment that's being made today for lifelong time together of love and happy marriage. I did want to quote a little scripture. Megan thought that might be appropriate if I did a little bit along that line, so I'll just do a couple of short things. One, there's a passage in Ephesians 4, verses 1 to 3 that say, walk in the manner of the calling to which you've been called, with humility and gentleness, with patience, eager to maintain the unity of the Spirit in bond. As they are going forward, walking through life, they're going to find that there are going to be some bumps in the road. And I think we all want them to know that we love them. We want to be there for them when those things happen. But we know that things are going to end up going well. Lastly, I want to just read briefly the more traditional passage concerning love, the 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Love is patient, love is kind. I had it, okay. It doesn't envy or boast. I'm going to make sure I get it right here. It doesn't insist on its own way. Yep. It doesn't insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. Does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but in the truth. Love bears all, believes all, hopes all, endures all. Love never ends. So that's, I think, as we are here today, we're seeing this as the key is to think about the importance of love. And I just at this point ask that God's blessing be with us and with them this day as we go forward. And I'm going to hand the mic back to Jake. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I truly can't think of a more perfect place or day than this for an occasion that I know is not only monumental for the wedded couple to be, but for all of us who are lucky to know and love them. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who truly makes you feel complete. The person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place. The person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. For me and Nate, that happened about 20 years ago when we became best friends. But about 6 years ago, Nate met Kayla, who is pretty wonderful. Or in the words of Mike Harris, we like her more than we like him. I know how deeply these two care for and love one another, and I feel privileged to be here today among all of you as a witness to their lifetime commitment of love for each other. As I said, Nate and I have known each other for most of our lives. In that time, Nate has been a variety of things to me. a kindergarten classmate, a charter captain, a bad influence, my dentist, a shoulder to lean on. But the common denominator for me and for many of the people here today is that Nate has always been a damn good friend. I may not have always believed it, but looking back, it seems obvious that these qualities would ultimately lead him to someone as fantastic as Kayla. At first, my favorite thing about Kayla was that she was perfect for Nate. To me, that felt like the most I could ever hope for, and certainly no small task. But over the years, as I've grown closer to Kayla and Nate as a couple, I can't help but admire who she is as a person. She is funny, she's brilliant, she's a joy to be around, and to borrow from Mike, I like her a whole heck of a lot more than I like Nate. But today isn't about Nate or Kayla. It's about these two coming together to create something greater than the sum of its parts. As you all know, Nate and Kayla are strong people. They are kind, they are generous, they are loyal, and we are all lucky to have them in our lives. In finding each other, they have thoroughly surprised and delighted me with their ability to complement and strengthen these individual qualities as a couple. In short, they've built an enviable brand for themselves just by being who they are. As we look forward to helping them write their next chapter together, I encourage all of you to reflect on what you love most about each of them as individuals and to look forward to seeing them continue to bring out the best in each other as a couple. Before you pledge your vows to one another, let's pause for a moment and take in the beauty that surrounds us here. Take a look at your guests and feel their love for you, as well as the love you have for each other.
Yeah.
You like that part, can I?
It's beautiful.
Nice. Nice.
Pretty good.
Not too bad. Now, on to the marrying part. Dearly beloved and honored guests, we are gathered here to celebrate Nate and Kayla in their joining in the union of marriage. Marriage is not to be entered into lightly, but thoughtfully and seriously, and with a deep realization of its obligations and responsibilities. The bride and groom have each prepared vows that they will read now.
I don't want to this. Thank you.
Let me hold the mic for you.
Yes, please. I can't believe we are actually here. It feels like just yesterday. Oh no, wait, hold on. Oh no, it's missing. Okay. I was hitting on you and you were telling me to stop. You even made me these ridiculous horse blinders so I'd stop looking at you in class. Horse blinder here. It fell out. Clearly they didn't work. I remember the very first time I visited you at your house over Christmas break and I gave your mom a goodnight hug. And you said she gave you these eyes like she knew this was our future just as much as you and I did. I can't imagine being here without her on my team. I remember our first vacation to Vegas together, just a few days into dating. It felt like we were jumping into the rest of our lives on that trip, and in a way we actually did. We have had so many firsts together, new cities, new activities, new foods, and we've also experienced many boring days sitting on the couch in silence with Murph making more noise than the two of us. I love our exciting days, and I love our quiet days. I love any day I get to share it with you. You make me feel loved, even when I struggle to love myself. You make me laugh, even when all I want to do is fight. You are intelligent beyond your years, and there are no words to describe your creativity. You are my personal chef, my stylist, my travel buddy, my greatest enemy when playing ping pong or any game. You are my lemon squeezer and topping eater, my forever dance partner, and my favorite teacher. But most importantly, you are undoubtedly my very best friend. Pizza, pizza, pizza. I love your infectious laughter, whether you're laughing with me or at me. I love your guess what jokes. I love the way you tell a story and get everyone in the room to listen to you. I love our morning kisses and when you hold my cold feet on the couch. But my favorite of all is the way you look at me. Your eyes melt me and I know I'm home when I look into them. I could go on for a lifetime, but we have a party to get to. Here are my promises to you. I promise to listen to you wholeheartedly and to always try to learn with you, to be spontaneous, to always be positive when the world seems like it's crashing down on you, to be honest and faithful, to never stop talking and asking way too many questions because we both know I'm really good at that. To always be okay with your quote-unquote chef tax, even if it's an extra french fry. To always be your taste tester, to always tell bad jokes and talk in different accents. To dance in the rain with you, to continue to explore new things with you, but most importantly, I promise to love you, for the good days and the bad. One more page, sorry. We started this relationship by going on long walks together with Murphy, and I can't wait to continue to walk through this life together. I love you, Nathan. One more thing. You want to hang out later?
Thanks, Kayla. That was great. I spent many years of my early life believing no one on this earth could love me for who I truly am. I never thought I would find my person, and I know that you spent many days thinking the same. But when I met you, we felt this gravitational pull bringing us together, whether it was sitting next to you at the first school lunch or pondering the alternate universe where we chose different schools and our paths never crossed. I have always felt like we are two ships at sea, and without the wind or the tide, we will always draw each other together. These random events that kept pulling us together actually have a name. They're called synchronicities. So synchronicities are synchronicities are instances of spiritual significance that ask us to dampen our self-obsession and consider the possibility of divine intervention. Once we realized no matter what the universe had planned for us, I found for the first time a sense of peace I had never experienced. No one or anything in life could be better than us and you. I will always be able, that's a wind pro there, guy who's been in the wind a lot. I will always be able to find peace knowing that we have each other. I am so grateful that I have found the missing puzzle piece to my puzzle. And as you told me, I vow to continue to be your puzzle and remind myself daily that without you, I would have never found my last puzzle piece. I've watched you change in little ways over time to help me or our relationship, but not till the last year did I realize these little changes were the way of you showing that you loved me. And even if I'm slow at it, I vow to continue to change and grow to remind you how much I love you. I felt I deserved a lot of things in life because I've worked hard for them sometimes, but not you. I constantly remind myself I have yet to come close to working hard enough to deserve you. But we are here. You've picked me, idiot, and I can, and all I can do is to vow to continue to work at deserving you. I am by a wide margin the luckiest man on earth. I could never love myself the way that you love me. You are my one in a lifetime, Kayla, and for that I vow to always kill your house bugs and squeeze the lemons in your drinks.
Thank you for giving us a glimpse into your relationship by sharing your vows in front of us. The ring you are about to place on each other's fingers are symbols of the love you have expressed. They will remind you of the vows you have just spoken and of the eternal love you have for one another. I'm gonna grab this ring. Ready?
Yeah.
Kayla, place the ring on Nate's finger and please repeat after me. As this ring encircles your finger,
As this ring encircles your finger,
from this moment forward,
from this moment forward,
so will my love forever encircle you.
so will my love forever encircle you.
We will never walk alone.
We will never walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter.
My heart will be your shelter.
My arms will be your home.
My arms will be your home.
We will walk through life as partners and best friends.
We will walk through life as partners and best friends.
I promise to do my best to love, cherish, and accept
I
you
promise to do my best to love, cherish, and accept you,
just the way you are.
just the way you are.
I give you my heart until the end of time.
I give you my heart until the end of time.
I have no greater gift
I have
to
no
give.
greater gift to give.
Your turn, buddy boy. Now, Nate, place this ring on Kayla's finger and please repeat after me.
Nate, now place this ring on.
Come on, bud. As this ring encircles your finger,
As this ring encircles your finger,
from this moment forward,
from this moment forward,
so will my love forever encircle you.
so will my love forever encircle you.
You will never walk alone.
You will never walk alone.
My heart will be your shelter.
My heart will be your shelter.
My arms will be your home.
My arms will be your home.
We will walk through life as partners and best friends.
We will walk through life as partners and best friends.
I promise to do my best to love, cherish, and accept you
I promise to do my best to love, cherish, and accept you
just the way you are.
just the way you are.
I give you my heart until the end of time.
I give you my heart until the end of time.
I have no greater gift to give.
I have no greater gift to give.
To make your relationship work will take love. Continue to date each other. Take time to show each other that your love and marriage grow stronger with time. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you want what is truly best for one another. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take loyalty to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you have both pledged today. May you be poor in misfortune, rich in blessings, and may you live out the meaning of this moment all the days of your lives. By the power vested in me by the state of Ohio, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Family, it's off. Family and friends, it is my honor to present for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Harris.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm dreaming, or maybe caught up in a trance. Don't even recognize the feeling that I got when we were walking hand in hand. You looked at me, looking at you, and there was nothing we could do to stop the moment from sweeping us up. I think I want everything you got. You threw your line and I was caught. I'm never ever gonna give you up. Now you found me, darling, you found me. I could never break away. You're my secret, I'm gonna keep it. Forever I will stay. I want you to be, I want you to be, I want you to be my everyday. Feels like I'm walking on the ceiling, like all the rules just don't apply. The parts of me I've been concealing will always be within your sight. You looked at me, looking at you, and there was nothing we could do to stop the moment from sweeping us up. I think I want everything you got. You threw your line and I was caught. I'm never ever gonna give you up. Now you found me, darling, you found me. I could never break away. You're my secret, I'm gonna keep it. Forever I will stay. I want you to be, I want you to be, I want you to be my everyday. I can't remember life before you, and I can't imagine life without. So I'm gonna close the door on any doubts. Now you found me, darling, you found me. I could never break away. Now you found me, darling, you found me. I could never break away. You're my secret, I'm gonna keep it. Forever I will stay. I want you to be, I want you to be, I want you to be my everyday. out your wildest dreams. 'Cause right now, we've got everything that we need. No time to waste, no better place to be. 'Cause we could wander as far as the eye can see. I wanna take you with me. Where do you wanna go? Imagine the way it could be if life was an open road. Come on and take it easy. See the whole world up close. Let's get lost in the great unknown. Today is too short not to take every chance, and I think we should do it all while we can. So follow my lead, pick up your feet and dance. It's never too late to tear out the page. Let's make a change of plans. I wanna take you with me. Where do you wanna go? Imagine the way it could be if life was an open road. Come on and take it easy. See the whole world up close. Let's get lost in the great unknown.
I felt like a tragedy all dressed in dirty clothes when you walked out before I could say how when you stepped in and the world stopped spinning. I gotta let you know just how I've become an artist, how things fall apart is the only thing I know. Won't you just stay here? Won't you just stay here? We can just stay here. We can just stay here. Spent the whole next night on the telephone, and we were both alone and just waiting on a change. And I've been singing for longer than Spent the whole next night on the telephone, and we were both alone just waiting on a change. I remember I felt as suave as a prom date. 15 minutes later, a friend's suit was mother's car. The next night was a Monday, and you came over to my house. We hardly talked about anything, but it never got quiet till we kissed our first of many, and the clock hands took a breathe from the round-the-clock labor of their day-to-day. 'Cause when you stopped in and the world stopped spinning, I gotta let you know that I know it will. I don't know when the time will matter again. I don't wanna let you go. Won't you just stay here? Would you just stay here? We can just lay here. We can just lay here. I was thinking I'd swing by sometime around midnight, turn my headlights off when I get near. And let's say you and me, let's get the hell out of this town, 'cause we're the only thing to ever happen here. And I got $50, and if we ride with the windows down and I screen my smokes, I think we'll make it into Georgia. We'll improvise from there, and everybody knows from here that you can't go to hell without passing through Atlanta first. I'll find a dead-end job, I'll try to write a dead-end song, just all this enough to make the radio. And we'll drink wine like water as if we had a sorrow to drown in. If that don't work, it's alright, baby, we can just stay here. We can just stay here. 'Cause when you stepped in and the world stopped spinning, I gotta let you know just how I've become an artist, how things fall apart. It's the only thing I know. Won't you just stay here? Won't you just stay here? We can just lay here. We can just lay here. We can just stay here. We can just stay here. Oh, we can get away, dear.
when you walked across the boardwalk to that smoky bar.
That was Ross Newell from the Mulligan Brothers. Excellent. Thank you so much for coming, Ross. Mulligan Brothers, check their stuff out. Amazing. Kayla and I fell in love to that song. We dated for 30 days or something. And we were in Vegas, like she mentioned in her vows. And we just, the song came on Spotify on like a random play. You're playing Jack Johnson. And then that came on. And we were like, holy shit, this song's really good. And we just kept listening to it all weekend in a Las Vegas hotel, and then on the flight, and then forever. And so I think 18 months ago, I started trying to work on getting Ross here, which was very fun throughout. I was nervous, and I'm so happy that he came.
Me too. So I'm not much of a public speaker, but I just wanted to say thank you all for coming and sharing such a special day with us. We appreciate that you traveled in and spent your day with us. We couldn't ask for better weather and greater people to spend the day with, so thank you. I hope you drink too much and dance your shoes off. Have fun.
To begin with, I would like to thank all of you for being here tonight, friends, guests, family, everyone that's here makes it special, and we're very grateful. And I'm not close enough to the mic. There we go. I would really like to especially thank Fred, Nancy, Mike, and Megan for help making this such a truly epic event. Sincerely, I'm grateful. Thank you. So a fun and little interesting fact about Kayla, she likes dad jokes. And she loves them. She didn't know this was coming, so this was kind of my little thing. So, okay, the dad joke. The whole theme of the thing going are the dentists. So, the dad joke is, why did the two dentists get married?
Didn't tell us.
Why? Because they were enamored with each other. Okay, no more corny dad jokes. That's all you get. I'll be here all night, folks. So, on a more serious note, last summer, when my son Alec got married, my granddaughter, who was 4 years old at the time, at his reception came to me, and with all the magical things that were happening, the dancing and the celebrating, and she asked me, she calls me Opa. She's like, Opa, is this a dream? And I thought, wow, what a profound question for a 4-year-old. Like, I was just taken aback. And everything tonight, with all of you wonderful people here, this place, it's amazing. The staff, it feels almost dreamlike. So, it's fantastic. When Kayla first approached me to give a Father of the Bride speech, which was way too long ago, she made me kind of guarantee and wish two things. One was that I keep it brief, preferably under 3 minutes. So if I start going longer, just cue me here. And it's her first rule, too long. The second one is that I not embarrass anyone. And I kind of agreed, but then I also said no. I've been embarrassing my kids their whole lives. I'm not going to change now. Okay, so God 30 years ago sent me a daughter, a fussy, crying, messy, beautiful daughter. But since God has a special kind of sense of humor, he sent Len and I a second daughter. That would be Kayla. I could go on and on tonight about the special times we've had growing up. the daddy-daughter dances, the tea parties, and the puppet shows with your little puppets. Very special to us. But I'm going to instead highlight some of the things that Kayla did to get her where we're at today. Just highlight her toughness, what she's challenged and gone through to be such a successful, confident, professional young lady. When she was growing up, I remember many Christmases when she was younger. All right, you know where I'm going with this. She doesn't know my speech. This is all impromptu. Yeah, she would open, she mastered the art of delayed gratification very early. And she would open Christmas presents with oven mitts. She'd come down the steps, where's my oven mitts? Yeah, that's really cool. It did. She's exactly right. She made it last longer. She knew even back then what mattered most, which was time with family. So as Kayla grew older, I'll talk just a couple of notes about her toughness, which led her all the way to the OSU Dental School. In soccer, she played competitive select soccer. I remember one tournament, right? She played the entire tournament, right, with as a goalie with a broken arm. And she also wrestled in high school for the men's team. That's my Kayla. I love you. So as Kayla growing up in high school, as she was getting college letters, recruiting letters, where to go, what to do, where's her life going to lead her, she got one special letter from a college recruiter. I don't know which one, but in that recruiting letter, it said they enclosed a photo of a door sign. And on that door sign, it said Dr. Kayla Bomsky. That day, she took that photo and put it on her door and made it her future reality. That's Kayla. That's who she is. Mr. Nate, my son-in-law, which is not a befitting title to you, sir, nor our relationship that you and I have. I've known Nate for 5 years. I've watched him grow in his career and also in the relationship with my daughter, Kayla. And I feel grateful and very fortunate that I've been able to take a front seat and see him develop as he has. I'm very proud, just as Mike is, I'm certain. Nate, I love how you respect and treat Kayla. And I love how your family has taken Kayla in as one of their own. I see it. Kayla and I are people watchers. And we'll sit back and we'll go to a mall and we'll just watch people all day long. So I see how Kayla mingles and talks with Nate's family. And it's very nice. They've taken him in as one of their own family members. even though Nate's family lives up here in Cleveland, 4 hours away, and we are in Cincinnati, our family. Ooh, yay, hoo day, hoo day. I can't go there because I actually root for the Browns. Sorry. They root for the Browns. Most of my family root for the Bengals, but we still find time at least several times a year to be together as family, which they should, and we should. For that, I'm grateful. All right. Fun fact, interesting fact about Nate. Nate likes to fish. I know some of you might be amazed. He likes to fish a lot. Like it's his first job. For the past 5 years, I have joined Nate and Mike on their boat on a Lake Erie. It's a walleye fishing tournament. I had no clue what this thing was till 5 years ago when I first joined. And it was during this first environment in that tournament that I got to see the true Nate in his natural environment. I tell you, it's wicked. It's just, you better hang on because it's coming. Just a brief snippet. All right. A few years ago, when we were all out, we managed, I say we as someone on our boat, it was one of Nate's friends, caught this huge beast of a walleye fish. The thing was enormous. And after his friend wrestled with it, there you go, Jake or Chris? Yeah, there we go. That guy right there. So he took the glory for our boat. The thing landed, and I think I saw a tear of joy and glee from Mike. I really do. He was overwhelmed with just joy. So the funniest part about all of this is when we were going back to the dock. Oh yeah, it's coming. There are people on the dock. People are, just coming in. The tournament's pretty much over, and I see Nate go to where the fish was contained, and he reaches into this container and pulls this ginormous, scaly monster fish out. And while he's hooping and hollering and yelling at everybody on the dock, proceeds to rub this thing all over his bare belly. Woo, yahoo! And I thought to myself, this is the guy for Kayla. That's the dude. That's the guy. You thought I forgot that, didn't you, huh? Oh, okay. That was it. When I think and reflect about my daughter Kayla and her love for the water and Nate's love for fishing, I also knew that it was a blissful match. I was going to go into peccadillos, such as when we hide toothbrushes from each other, or we leave drawers open, but it's the small things that make relationships special, such as yours. I'm grateful. Dr. Seuss, I'll quote a real quick Dr. Seuss thing. He says, he writes, "You never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory." And when I heard that, I wrote it down as part of what I wanted to say tonight, because there are many beautiful moments here tonight that I know will become fantastic memories forever. So, the moment you've all been waiting for. Like, you forgot the first rule. You didn't take too long. Get out of there. If I could please have everyone raise their glasses high. Oh, come on, the left side of the room, higher. No. I'm teasing. To Nate and Kayla, may your love be modern enough to flex with the current times and technology, yet old-fashioned enough to truly last forever. Thank you.
So hi everyone, if you haven't met me already, my name's Kara. I've been good friends with the bride here for almost 10 years now. So Kayla and I first met while attending Xavier. We were bonded by the trauma of a class called Instrumental Chemistry, just as bad as it sounds. And so from that moment on, I knew I liked Kayla. And so, truth be told, I think of Kayla as like a sister by choice. Like, she may not be the sister that God gave me, but she's definitely the sister that I prefer. And so, sorry, Katrina. Anyways, okay, she's not here, thank God. So, a few things that I love about Kayla here is that she's diligent, she's intelligent, but she's also charismatic and she's bold. And so I'm just convinced that there's no problem in this world that Kayla cannot solve, honestly. And so not to mention, she can out-rally literally anyone. If you ask anyone who attended the Las Vegas Bachelorette, she requires 0 sleep, 72 hours, and no sleep. It's fine. And so anyways, when Kayla started dental school, she met Nate here, of course, and we were introduced not long thereafter. And so a favorite memory of these two lovebirds is when we went to Murphy's Pub in Cincinnati. Don't know if y'all remember, but I do. And there was a dance floor of sorts, or you created one. And point of the story there is that I've just never seen a couple tear up a dance floor like you two can. You guys were so focused on one another that no one else in the room existed. And I genuinely believe that sort of chemistry, that sort of love for each other is something that can serve as advice for marriage, a model moving forward. It's just to remember to keep your eyes on each other, shifting and swaying as you move through life and love together. And so with that, ultimately, I think that you two are set for life. I genuinely believe in this, and I believe in you two, and I love you guys a lot. And so with that, I'd like to raise a glass. Mine's with water. Here we are. Okay, it's fine. And just say, oh, what do I say here? Okay, a toast to Kayla and Nate. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness. Cheers. I love you guys.
Good evening, everybody. It's going to be tough for me to get through this speech. I have to start it first. Getting my crying glasses on, hold on. Because I'm going to cry. So tonight, I'm going to plagiarize. So I'm going to steal a Carrot Top thing, because I have props. And I asked a Irish gentleman at the CYC to give me some Irish toasts. So we're going to have a couple toasts, and I've got props. And I'm going to wear glasses, so just deal with it. Give me a second, hold on. Harrises are criers, or at least my family is, so. Yeah, it really is just me. So I've been thinking about this and, sketches and doing whatever, but so many scripts I've had in my hand this week, and it's been a tough week. I don't think Megan and I have slept at all. Not because we were nervous or anything, but we were just so proud, and Nate's a groomzilla, number one. And it's, now that we're finally here, we were fortunate enough, they did 99% of the work for tonight. We went to a tasting here or there, that might have been it. I was not invited to any flower meetings at all. I'd sit down at the table and Nate would look at me and go, get out of here. So I really had no idea. I'm very fortunate to have a good company and great people. And I don't know if they're going to be working for me on Monday, but Nate has driven them crazy, but as you see, it's perfect. And as the best man, I thought, hey, I get to go to a bachelor party. I'll plan it. I had no say in the bachelor party. Nate rocked it, right? Nobody knew what was going on at the bachelor party. We had a great time. He planned the whole weekend. It was outstanding. And it was down to like our timeline today. It was just down to every half hour what we were doing. I don't know if I'm ever allowed back to Vegas, but that's another 10, 20-minute story. Anyway. So I was trying to get through this, thinking about how to get through this speech tonight. And I go, let's have a little game. So we're going to have a little game today. Everybody have a drink in front of them, I hope. So whenever Big Daddy cries, I want you to tap your glass, take a drink, and the couple has to kiss. I've only had one Bud Light today. Thanks, Bill, wherever Bill is. But I was not going to drink until here, so I've been sober until we got here, which is tough. Hey, Megan, do me a favor. Can I have my ice? This is going to be my official first drink tonight. So, now remember, whenever I cry, I want the couple to kiss, okay? I'm crying. Tap your glass. Let's practice. Let's practice. All right. And that was the other. Megan's yelling at me already. I knew I was going to get yelled at again tonight. So that was the first thing Nate said to me. You're the last guy before dinner, so keep it short. And I go, I'll keep it short. So give me a second here. The first thing I want to do, Hugh and Lynn, great part of our new family, and Megan and I want to thank everybody for being here. We want to, because I'm in the business, we want to thank the vendors because Nate put them through hell. The people at Truss, the wedding coordinator was outstanding and her team was outstanding. We couldn't get through the day without them. And I didn't want them to get a wedding coordinator and all that, but that's another story. The band, and the one person I really want to thank now, and because it was such a beautiful day, is my mom. Okay, trap and try. We've had some great parties in our backyard. I think it started with Darren and I. We had our graduation parties, high school graduation parties there. Did we have an engagement party there or whatever? We tore up the backyard. Both Nate and Jack had their graduation parties there. And then today there couldn't have been a more prettier day. And I see a lot of weddings. That was outstanding. So I really want to thank Mom for opening up her estate. Never knew we had an estate. This one's going to be tough. So I'm thanking everybody for being here, but boy, I miss a couple people that I really wish were here. Oh, I forgot a prop. Hold on. I went to Costco and bought some tissue. I'm going to need it. So the first guy I want to talk about is Albert, my business partner. The Wilhelmy family, some are here. Nate grew up in the shop. Uncle Albert was part of his, young life as a kid. He would, the shop, that was our daycare center basically. So he really became a part of family. And give me a second. So I was like, boy, I wish Albert was at this party because he'd tear it up. He'd be the biggest guy in the room, bigger than Nate. It's just, you'd know Albert was here. So it was funny. I think it was Thursday. I'm at work. I go, man, I need a sign from Albert. I wish he was around. And it's 2:30, so I go to work all day. It's 2:30, almost 3 o'clock. I look, 2:30. I look down at my feet. I have 2 different shoes on. I have my old topsiders on, one, and my new topsiders. And if you knew Albert, he was known for wearing different shoes. He'd come dressed up to do a wedding or something, and he'd have a black dress shoe on and a brown one on. And he wore them all day long, and we had to work, so he suffered from dementia, so he lost his mind, which he never wore the same shoes. You know, it was always 2 left shoes or whatever it was. But I really wish Albert was here. I know it does. I'm glad most of the family's here. I love them. You're part of my family. Excuse me. So that was one sign I got this week, was Thursday. And maybe that night this happened too, but I needed another sign from the other guy I'm going to mention. Boy, I wish my dad was here. Cancer sucks. So Thursday, Megan has all the girls over. There's 10 girls in my kitchen. They're all drinking and cackling and listening to crappy, crunchy music or whatever. So I sneak away into the living room and I sit down, and I might have had a bourbon. And I'm sitting there and I see my mom come in, and she was part of the cackling group. And she comes in and she goes, Mike, I got to talk to you. And I go, oh no, it's one of those. I go, Mom, I got a wedding in 2 days. Come on, give me a break. She comes up and she slips me Dad's wedding ring, or their wedding ring. So I've been wearing it since Thursday. So I know he's here with us too. Okay, now I'm going to plagiarize and steal one of my Irish toasts, so deal with me here. And I'm sure everybody's heard this one. There are good ships, there are wood ships, there are sailing ships, but the best ships, and may they always be, oh no, sorry, God, I can't read. I'm going to start over on that one, sorry. It's a short toast, sorry. There are good ships, there are wood ships, there are ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may that always be. This was the original manuscript that I wrote tonight. It's a lot of papers. A lot of police reports in there and all that. But that was another guy I wanted to thank. I had one of my best friends from high school, best man at my wedding, is an attorney down in Columbus. And for 8 years, he's been on retainer. So I want to thank Tom Pampish for being down there for him. Nate was never convicted, so we're good. All right, tip your glasses one more. Give me a second. Okay, we're getting there. I had some more stories, but I'm going to cross them out because we'll be here all night. So anyway, I'm going to skip to dental school. We're so proud as parents. Nate's first month in dental school, he's happy, and he's really excited to be there. It was his goal in life. He goes, back when he was a kid, he goes like, man, I like what Uncle Mark does. And we're like, well, Mark's a dentist, and he's worked his ass off. And at the time, Nate was a B student, and he was in high school. He went from a B student to an A 5-point student or whatever in his last 2 years and got into Ohio State. So he ended up at Ohio State, which was outstanding. But he worked his ass off to get there. I couldn't be more prouder as a parent. More stories, I can't tell them. Anyway, so I get a call. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's September in this first month of dental school. I can't remember what year, it doesn't matter. And I have my phone right by my bed, and I'm like, it's Nate. I'm like, fuck, something's up. So I pick up the phone, he answers, or I go, hey, what's up? He's like, Dad, I just met the girl I'm gonna marry. I'm holding her hair, she's puking. True story, because I was ready to call Pampus on the other line, like, he's coming. And he said, yeah, I'm holding her hair, and I, for some reason, we didn't meet her Thanksgiving, we met her Christmas, right, Megan? I don't know why we didn't meet her Thanksgiving. So we met her Christmas the first time, and I think that's when I fell in love with her. And Hugh, I'm gonna apologize because I'm stealing your daughter, so. We love her, hate him. Give me a second. You can drink and tap. So we've known Kayla for about 6 years, and we survived a COVID quarantine together. We live in a small house, tiny house. That house got smaller. We battled, we got to know each other, we fell in love with her. We still hate Nate, but we loved her. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to some other shit. Sorry. I'm cursing, there's no kids here. Oh, there's Paisley's here. So if anybody knows me, they know I love April Fools. And that's my favorite day of the year. And I've done some wingdings in the past. But the one that got me, and I'm going back to the stuff I wasn't gonna tell about today, I get a call again at 2 o'clock in the morning, or it was 12:01. I'm like, oh shit, it's Nate. I answer the phone. I'm like, hey. And he's like, Dad, I'm in jail. I'm like, okay, I'll call Pampers. What do you want? I'm in 2 hours away, nothing I can do. You're gonna spend the night in jail. He said, Dad, I'm in jail. Hangs up, and then I call him back, or he calls me back. And it was Jake, right? One of the Jakes was there. He goes, okay. They call me up. I didn't know about that. So he calls me up, and I'm getting dressed to drive down to Columbus, kind of stuff. And he's like, Dad, I'll be okay tonight. I'll just spend the night in jail or whatever. And then I hear Jake in the background going, got him. That's all I hear is got him. And I'm like, fuck, it's April 1st. I'm half asleep. Sorry, Paisley. I'm gonna drop some F-bombs, sorry. But we're going back to, so on another April 1st, 2 years ago, before April, so March-ish or whatever, Nate comes up to me and he's like, Dad, I think I'm gonna finally ask her to marry me. I go, that's outstanding, we love her, hate you, but whatever. He's like, can you help me out? And the two of us went ring shopping. And we go to my dad had a guy, a jeweler, Klein-Heinz. Everybody knows Klein-Heinz if you're from Cleveland. Great people, they're part of the Harris family also. So we go ring shopping, he asks her, of course, I don't tell anybody. Nate's like, you can't tell anybody. The two of them were going out west during April 1st. I go, okay, I won't tell anybody. Of course I tell everybody, but whatever. I wasn't allowed to tell Grandma, Paula, Cindy, and Meg. So it was kind of the worst kept secret in Rocky River that they were going on this little weekend vacation out west to Colorado. And, God, this is a long speech, sorry. I cut a lot of this out too. So the two of them, they go out west during April 1st, and we all know what's happening. So we have a party at our house, or somebody, did you do it yet? Did you do it yet? Did you do it yet? On April 1st, last run of the weekend or whatever it was, Nate skis down the hill in front of Kayla, falls down, or fakes it, and Kayla comes skiing up to him. What happened? Oh, my knee popped. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And all Kayla said was, do you want an Advil? Do you want an Advil? What can I do? Do you want an Advil? And Nate's, down, no, my knee popped. And that's when he asked her to marry her. So it was a really cute story on April 1st, which is ironic. That's why I like that day. But she still kept on going, do you still want an Advil? She put the ring on and she goes, do you still want an Advil? So we've gone through a lot. It's an outstanding relationship. I can't even imagine finding a perfect person for your son. And Kayla's it. More props. Okay, we're almost there. So my dad, I'm gonna bring my dad up. We can tap. That's a good one. Every Christmas or so, it wasn't every Christmas, but every other Christmas or whenever it was, or when Home Depot stock hit a new high or whatever it was, my dad would hit up Kleinheinz for Christmas, and he would buy every Harris lady, now there's not many of them, a piece of jewelry. It could be earrings, it could be a pendant. So tonight I asked all the ladies, and the Harris ladies that got some jewelry from Bill, stand up. Kayla, don't stand up because you probably stole all my mom's jewelry. But anyway, Marquis, my sister-in-law, my dad was, so at Christmas, when you come in and visit, and if there was a little Kleinheinz bag under the tree, we knew it was a good Christmas. And the girls, Megan would go, oh, it's Kleinheinz bag. And she'd dance around. Am I right? So I got Megan, I got you a bag from Kleinheinz. You got to come up. But that's, oh my God, Kleinheinz, it's like Murphy wagging her tail. Oh, okay. Put it, show everybody. Turn around. Sorry, Jack. You went down the ring. Kayla's our favorite child, sorry. Nope, one more.
They can't drink with your cheer because they don't have drinks.
Sit down, please. God, you don't have to be a pain in the ass all the time. So, Kayla, I want to welcome you to the Harris family. And I went to Kleinheinz. Yeah, drink. And I go, hey, listen, I need something, whatever my dad did last, which was 07. I go, can you please get her something that was either exact or similar? So the people at Kleinheinz, outstanding. We looked up all, his history, which was a long history. It was longer than that manuscript I was writing. But I want to welcome you to the family, and you're part of the Harris ladies now.
Our best man and father of the groom, Mike Harris, everybody.
I got one more Irish toast. So, I don't know if most of you know, but I caught Jim Thome's 399th baseball back in '95. If you're from Cleveland, you know who Jim Thome is. So, anyway, that's kind of how Nate asked me to be the best man. And it really meant a lot to me. I thought this baseball was in Little League and I'll never see it again or whatever. But he gave me the baseball back when he asked me. And to be part of his team, and this is more than the Kleinheinz bag, but this really means a lot to me, and I'd love to give it back to you. You're getting it back. I'll hold on real quick. And I'm going to finish up with my last Irish toast. This is a good one. You can tap your glasses and drink. And this is just for basically you two. May you never lie, steal, or cheat or drink. But if you must lie in each other's arms. Lie in each other's arms. If you must steal a kiss. If you must cheat death. Sorry. I wish I was Irish. If you must drink with us. Your family and friends. We love you. Congratulations, I'm so proud. Hugh, you got a great daughter, we love her. Yeah. All right, go potty or get a drink.
Look at the two of you dancing that way, lost in the moment and each other's face. So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one, she told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. How could that beautiful woman with you be the same freckle-faced kid that I knew, one that I read all those fairy tales to, and tucked into bed all those nights? And I knew the first time I saw you with her, it was only a matter of time. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. Someday you might know what I...
No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me, stand by me? Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Whoa.
These days, they fill with color. They're sewn together, and now they're holding us. This place, like a painted vision, and now our intuition gives us hope of what's to come. We are running free. We are running free. We are running free. There's a rise